My name is Wayne, and this is Conflict of Nations World War III gameplay. I am wrapping up my first week review of my first game. First, let me talk a little bit about myself. I play as Phidias. I'm a level 32 sergeant, and I might be looking to use this video to join an alliance and just talk a little bit about myself and my gameplay strategy. I like the World War III games with the entire map. I'm not a big fan of the United States only battlefield. Take a look at my player versus player combat stats real quick. There's a lot of stats to look at here. And it also has player versus AI. This is player versus player. In the bottom corner, you have some bonus footage of some of the units that you play with in the game. Right now, we're looking at the recon armor, which is a game piece that you typically start off with, along with motorized infantry. Okay, so those are my stats. Let's get into the game. Here I am playing as Cambodia, and Cambodia, the capital is Phnom Penh. Here. And you have 5 starting cities: Krong Sin Monorom, Krong Stung Thering, Krong Slam Reap, and you get a coastal city over here, Krong Pre Sihanouk. So that is how you pronounce it with an American accent. I picked Cambodia because I typically play with Thailand, which is Bangkok, and these other countries here. But that was taken when I started the game, so I joined Cambodia because I'm familiar with this region. My first action in the game was I noticed that Vietnam was starting to build air bases in their cities, and I didn't want to have to deal with a bunch of helicopters, so I just decided to expand in this territory with my recon and 6 infantry. And it was an active player. He did respond, but I was well positioned in the city with that large force, and he was just attacking me with like 2 units at a time, which I was easily able to defend. Then I started to expand up north and toward Hue and Ho Chi Minh City in the south. But my progress was stopped at Van right here because Laos decided to also join in on the action, and he started attacking Vietnam as well and took all the rest of the northern cities. But it was an unfortunate event happened that one of my infantry got stuck in his territories, I think right here. And after a couple days, he decided to attack me because I was in his territory and started a war. At the time, I was starting to expand toward Bangkok. I took Royet, Nakhon, Ras Shima, and I was closing in on Bangkok and planning on going south down the peninsula to stop Indonesia's takeover of land that I wanted. Indonesia has been quite active by city hopping through these cities but not actually taking over the land. So, my thoughts about playing Cambodia is I'm going to need a nice-sized Navy force to defend off anybody's Navy. These cities are subject to Navy attack. They could easily sail up to my capital and bombard me and start attacking my homeland cities here. So, but I wasn't afraid of a Navy blitz in the first week. So I've been focusing on my researching land units. So right now I have infantry, basic infantry, motorized, and also my National Guard. For these two forces are going to make up my land units. My first development was to start producing artillery. So I started to research, as we've seen earlier, the recon vehicle, and then I wanted to support for my towed artillery. My goal was to be able to start taking over cities through ranged attack, and to get a response from the enemy for them to start moving in their troops and making tactical errors. Basically, here's my main force right here, and you can see I have 3 infantry, 1 recon, 4 artillery, mobile air, and a radar force. And my artillery can start bombarding away, and draw their troops out of the city. Why, if he comes out of the city, I can backdoor him by sending these troops in behind. Or if there was a larger force, then I would send in my choppers. Nice. So basically, the strategy was starting off with towed artillery is to quickly expand your land presence, gaining these cities that have resources. But you do have to consider, like, the cities up here in this region. This is Mongolia. This area is rich in components, so they can build things quickly. And if you notice them to start expanding, which they seem to be coming further south, they will be bringing tanks in the region soon. The other area of concern is Afghanistan and Ukraine, over in this section. And Possibly Russia, but I haven't seen Russia do any type of blitzkrieg yet. India tends to be a threat with their bombers, having bombers come from New Delhi. They could start attacking usually within day 7. So that's why right now I'm researching the mobile SAM launcher for air defense against bombing. And it'll be nice to put one of those right in the center here to protect this whole region. If I could put a SAM missile launcher there, that one will protect all those cities. And also maybe in the future, if I have more Coast Guard available, they could also protect the Coast Guard, since Coast Guard doesn't have any missile defense. Alright, so where I'm at with my Navy is I do have my Coast Guard here researched, and also my destroyers. But I'm still working on my naval shipyards. Here you can see I have a level 3 naval base. Will be ready after another day. And my capital has a level 2, but right now I'm using my capital to produce my choppers. Okay, so that's going to wrap up my week 1. And hope to have another productive week. I'm going to focus on taking over the rest of this region and the possibility of Mongolia coming down into my area. If not, I will expand into Myanmar and build up a Navy force. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.